Good morning. I was looking this morning at my in him scriptures, and I got to the second one I was reading, and I was arrested. I'm like, I have to look at this a little bit more closely. What did I read? Ephesians 2:10. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus unto good works, which God has ordained that we should walk in them. We are to walk in good works. Okay. I thought we were saved by faith. Well, let's go back up a couple of verses. Ephesians 2:8 says, for by grace you are saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast, for we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus unto good works. Well, which is it? Is it good works or faith that saves me? Well, it's faith that saves you. But does that mean you're not supposed to do anything with that faith? Because, you go over here to James chapter 2, and it says, I'm scanning down to it because I didn't mark it before I started the video. James 2:14 says, what doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he has faith and have not works? Can faith save him? If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you says unto him, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding you give them not those things which are needful to the body, what does it profit? Even so, faith, if it has not works, is dead, being alone. How do we reconcile these two scriptures? I figured it out. Okay, I may have heard it taught previously and just don't remember. But Ephesians says that we're saved by faith through grace. That's how we're saved. Now, a lot of people think that we're saved by our good works. If I just do these good things, I'll get to heaven. If I feed enough poor people, if I clothe enough poor people, if I go visit prisoners, if I take care of widows and orphans, I'll get to go to heaven. But no, those are good works. Those are things we should be doing. We should be helping the poor. We should be visiting the sick in the hospital. There's a lot of things you can do that are works, but those works don't save you. The only thing that saves you is by faith through grace. That's how you're saved. But after you're saved, then you're supposed to do the good works. It says over in Hebrews 11, they call this the Faith Hall of Fame. And it's by faith this person, by faith that person, by faith this person, by faith that person. And you know what they did by faith? Works. Noah, for instance. God told him what was going to happen. And by faith, Noah built an ark. He did a work. And he was saved physically because of it. Abraham, when he was called to go into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out not knowing where he was going. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a country dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. Of course, Abraham didn't fully receive that promise. It was several generations before the family of Abraham received the promise. But Abraham walked by faith. But he did something by faith. His work was to go out and live in that land that God told him to go to. By faith, Abel offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, God testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaks. By faith, Abraham offered an animal to God. He did something. Enoch was translated that he should not see death, God had translated him, for before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased God. Wouldn't that be awesome to have that testimony that you pleased God? But I'm kind of getting off the topic here of faith versus works. It's not faith versus works, really. It's faith and works. You have to be saved by faith through grace, through Jesus. After you're saved, then you do the works. And that shows your salvation. That shows your relationship with God when you do the works. Don't try to do the works first in your own strength. It won't do you any good. Works alone are not going to get you to heaven. But works with faith, doing the things that God tells you to do, that's the ticket.